to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, watch this. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. And this
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Up the 30-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 34-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. That good for 22 and a first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. No score after one on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. It's Landry now on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Ingram, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On on as the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over with a first and 10 deep in their own territory. On first and 10, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going.
And he'll go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. Long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Trying for Brown, and It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 29 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To Boyle here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play. Ingram now. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And, oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.